So beer number 2 for the night. Beer pairing number, I'll get back to you later. Um, is Raspberry Shine. It's from Southern Tier Brewing Company in Lakewood, New York. So I'm pairing this with a fudge-filled chocolate chip gigantic cookie. Raspberry and chocolate, match made in heaven, right? The weird thing I find about this is they name themselves Southern Tier Brewing Company, but they're located in New York, which I find a little bit weird. I don't know if you guys do, but looking at Untapped, it's 5% alcohol by volume. Their description is sweet and juicy notes of raspberry balanced with wheat and subtle malts to create a refreshing, easy drinking ale that you can enjoy rain or shine. So another summer wheat. They describe it as a summer wheat ale. So I imagine they have a mango version too. So I imagine the mango one tastes um kind of like the mango cart. Probably not as good as the mango cart, I would say, because mango cart is fucking delicious. But hey, it's a pink can, as you guys can see, and of course there's raspberry, a picture of raspberry and a floating device in a lake of some sort. I guess that's Lakewood. It's lake in the woods. I guess that's what that's for. Um, but I got this. It's a limited release. It's also one of those variety packs. This variety pack came with blueberry wheat beer, mango wheat beer, and what I'm gonna chug in a second after this beer pairing, ruby red grapefruit uh, wheat beer. So I saw it, never had it before, so I thought, yeah, you know what? Let's do it. And it's still summer, so it's not too late. Pumpkin beers will be rolling in soon, but let's go ahead and pour this guy in. Sometimes I really wish they would, I know raspberries are pink in color, but when you make it into a beer, it shouldn't be pink in color, but it would kind of be nice for them to add the coloring. I just took that little uh, lick on the top of the beer can and it immediately tasted raspberry. Definitely smells like raspberry. It smells like a raspberry jam. Like, when you first open that raspberry jam and that whiff of the smell coming out, that's what it smells like. It smells amazing, not gonna lie. It does smell light. It's a wheat ale. It's gonna be light regardless. But that raspberry smell is very, very like push to the front. Like you open the beer, it's like raspberry, come out now, take over. Not sure how I feel about that. That is not what I expected. Definitely not as good as the first beer. Might take some getting used to. It kind of tastes like, not gonna lie, it kind of tastes like towards the end after it goes down. 1.69 confirmed. It kind of tastes like a little bit of Robitussin, and that's a bad thing. Like at first, it doesn't taste like much, and then that like little bit at the end kind of kicks in, and it's like, ah, you know how that artificial taste of cough medicine? That's what it tastes like. I imagine the other ones are pretty similar if this is what I'm tasting from the raspberry. That's not good. My hopes went up after I opened it and it, got the smell of raspberries, but that's not good. Hey, it happens, right? Sometimes you get really good beers. Sometimes you get meh in the middle. Sometimes you get. I guess I gotta. I kind of wonder what this tastes like now, though. The grapefruit one. If it tastes nearly as bad, but dude, this cookie is so soft. So we went to Red Robin the other day because my son requested it after his dentist appointment, and I had a free dessert. So we didn't want to eat it there. Burp doesn't taste as good. I mean, there's raspberry at the very beginning, and then it goes away. Um, so the choices. I mean, the choices to take home weren't great. So we got the 5 pack of cookies, and my kids love the cookies, so they've been raving about these. They're like, get them again. But in the inside, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's fudge inside. So I thought raspberry and chocolate, why not? Because those Ghirardelli raspberry chocolate dark chocolates are so good. Well, let's see how this goes. Oh my God, the cookies are real good, and it makes the beer more bearable. Definitely makes it more bearable. The sweetness and the fudge balance it out. You don't taste any of that, like how I describe medicine taste, or like fake cough medicine taste at the end. You don't taste any of that. It really just mellows it out. So, suggestion with this beer: eat something sweet or something with chocolate, because you don't taste, you don't have that bad taste in your mouth after. It gets it right. Cookies real good. Kind of surprising because it comes from Red Robin. Now we know. This is definitely not getting a 3.5. I can tell you that. 3.5 is the threshold where I will drink the beer again. I don't even know if it's going to get a 3.25, because 3.25 I will consider if I have to, but that aftertaste is something to deter me from not wanting to drink it alone without food or something sweet. I don't recommend it. Well, it's not the worst beer I've had. There was one beer, I can't remember what it was, but I remember, I think Nonsense got it for me from the beer store he goes to, and it had like raspberries, blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, and a whole bunch of like other flavors in it, and it made it sound so good. And I tasted it, and it was so overpowering. And also, I think there was another one called Curaga that I think Sickles. I think Sickles, you were the one that showed that to me, or maybe that was Nonsense as well. But that wasn't good either. That was like an experimental type beer. But I've had worse beers. This is decent, if that's the right term for it. But the other two I just described, eating something with it did not save it. So it has that working for it here. Um, but as far as ratings, I'll pull it up again. The first beer we had for the earlier tonight, I gave it a 3.75. Very enjoyable. Did very well with my pairing. But this one, the pairing definitely helped, but I'm gonna give this probably a 3 out of 5. Hopefully it's not the hopefully this is the worst of the 4 pack I got, the 4 variety pack I got, because it came with 3 raspberry, 3 blueberry, 3 ruby red, which is grapefruit, and then 3 mango. The blueberry I'm kind of weird, like kind of scared about too now, because blueberry beers are kind of hard. Blueberries don't have that much taste, and I love blueberries. I'm not a big fan of raspberries, but raspberry jam I love. Grapefruit, meh. Not a big fan of grapefruit. Mangoes, I'll eat them all day. But hey, sometimes you think a beer sounds good, and then you taste it, and it tastes like shit. It doesn't taste like shit here, but I mean, it tastes like it tastes like shit at the end of the of it going down. But with the pairing, it tastes decent. Um, the pairing did do most of the heavy lifting, which is sometimes not a bad thing, because sometimes beers are meant to be paired with other things, just like coffee is meant to be. Sometimes coffee is meant to be paired with other things. Um, Mangoes are the best. No wonder you name yourself Flash Mangoes. But again, I'm giving this beer a 3 out of 5. Sometimes, you know, sometimes beers have bad brews, or sometimes you open another can and you taste it again and you change your mind. But for now, I'm giving it a 3 out of 5. Saving grace is the pairing. The chocolate fudge cookie definitely did a lot of the work there.